What's good with you people? Louthewritersports back with you once again. Hope everybody taking care of themselves, staying safe, and basically living their lives. Okay, I'm back on this whole side pipping thing again. I just gotta say this, Pippen. If you was upset the way you treated playing with Michael Jordan after after you were done playing with Jordan, then why didn't you talk to the man? Why do you have to go through the media just to get your point across? You had several opportunities in your career to get traded from the Bulls. You should have went to management and said, I want to be traded. I don't want to play for Chicago no more. But you still came back and played for Chicago. If you the one who sat down in that documentary and talked about your family, talked about the issues you was having. You set your butt down and did that. You talked about it. You signed that waiver. They probably pay you some money, and you sat down there and talked about it. Everything Jordan said in the documentary was true. What did he lie about? They told you not to sign that deal. You did it anyway. The GM, your agent, Jordan, the owner of the team told you not to sign that deal. You did it anyway. You're the one who chose to have surgery on your ankle because you wanted to make a point, because you was unhappy about the money you was getting in that 98 season. You knew Jordan, when you came to the Bulls in 87, Jordan was the apple on the team. Jordan was the man, the superstar. You never came out and said you wanted a bigger role. You never came out and said, I want to be the superstar. I want to be an apple on the team. You never said that. You knew your role on the team was to be a great defender, which you was, the point forward for the team, which you was, to let Jordan rock. Because basically, if Jordan was not, basically, if you didn't want Jordan to rock, you didn't want Jordan to take all those shots, then you should have said something. He had your opportunity that whole time y'all played together to say something about that, to say something to Phil Jackson, to say something to management, to say something to your teammates. Y'all had that whole opportunity, but you chose not to. That was your choice. You. It's not Jordan's fault. You knew playing with Michael Jordan was a risk. You knew this man wanted to win. He's the most competitive guy after playing the game. You knew what type of player Michael Jordan was. Now you upset talking about I don't like the way you treated my family. I don't like the way you treated me while I'm playing with you. You knew this, but you still decided to stay. But when they wanted to trade you for Tracy McGrady, Jordan fought hard to now to keep you around. Jordan told everybody, if he's gone, then I want to be gone too. I can't win without him. Jordan had your back that whole time. He knew what type of player you was. He got the best out of you every single time. It's the reason why y'all won 6 championships together. Because he knew how important you were to the Chicago Bulls. He knew how important you were to the team. Then then the opportunity you had to be an alpha on the team, you chose. This is your choice. You chose to sit on the bench while Kukoc take the last second shot. Then now you want to come back years later, talk Phil Jackson. Oh, he's a racist because I didn't get the last shot. If he's a racist, then then all these guys who played with Phil Jackson would not have played for him. He would not have had a job in the league if he was if he was a racist, a bigot, something like that. He would not have a job in the league. Basically, because nobody wants to play for a type of person like that. Coach Scotty, man, you sometimes you gotta look at yourself in the mirror. Like you just because you didn't handle your money good like Jordan did, don't mean you can't keep on blaming Michael for your faults, for your errors, for the life you have now. It ain't his fault that your wife has stepped out on you several times with different guys, with different players. Your wife chose to do that. You're the one who chose her, not knowing what type of person she really was. He don't respect. He did not respect you. He didn't respect you, bruh. Because what kind of woman gonna step out on her own husband and kids like that and flying around social media? She's the one who chose to be a hot girl. Then after you leave Chicago, you go to Houston and Portland. You had the opportunity. You had the opportunity to be an alpha on those Buffalo teams, and you did not come through. And you did not come through. So you doing all this so you can sell a damn book about so you can sell a book. Like, are you that desperate for money? You willing to turn your back on your own brother, your own friend? Because you were willing to let this drama happen because you wanted the drama to happen. And we know drama helps sell books. Drama helps build somebody's social media. Drama helps build somebody's money and all that. Go. Right. If you feel this way about Jordan, talk to the man face to face. Give a man the call. Do something. Don't be behind the scenes. Or be on social media. Or be in the media talking about Jordan did this to me. Jordan did that to me. No, talk to the man. You have his number. You can have several opportunities to talk to the man face to face. You know where he lives. You know what team he's on. You know everything to get in touch with this man. That's all you got to do. But you chose not to. See, this is the world. This is the world we're living in today. Instead of trying to talk to the person you have issue with face to face, you don't want to. Instead of trying to talk to the person you have issue with face to face, you don't want to deal with it. You want to go through social media. You want to go to the media just to get your issues out there. Instead of talking to the man face to face behind the scene. Like, why can't you do that? Huh? Now, this thing gonna keep on blowing up. All the people who hate Jordan, all the people who hate Jordan so much, it's going basically gonna make videos, gonna make posts talking about, well, she told you, LeBron, see, he wouldn't have had an issue with LeBron this, LeBron that. Listen, I'm gonna break something down to you. LeBron probably got issues with a whole lot of former teammates he played with. Whole lot of guys he can't, who can't stand LeBron. It don't matter who you play with. If you're a teammate or you're a player or the rival, you're gonna always have issues with your teammates. You're gonna always have issues with somebody you played against. It's just that. Not everybody cool like that. At the way the world, the way the land. Everybody's out looking for themselves. And right now, Pippen is out here looking for himself, trying to earn some cash from a book because he probably is desperate for money. Like we don't know his finances, we don't know what he's going through behind the scenes. We don't. And probably the person, his agent told him, "Hey man, let's talk about this. Hey, you need to start some drama with Jordan. It's gonna help you sell books. It's gonna help you um help make you look good. Good." I'm like, yeah, like Pippen coming out saying this. Pippen out coming out saying this. But you heard Michael coming out and saying this and that? No, I haven't heard one peep out of Michael Jordan. But Michael Jordan's like, because Michael Jordan just don't give a damn. He knows people don't like his ass. Jordan knows people can't stand his attitude and all that. Like he don't give a fuck because he's Michael Jordan. Yeah. I might have been mean to everybody, but shit, I still got shit done. I still won championships. I still did what I had to do to win. Like not all my teammates gonna like me for doing what I did. Like you got Horace Grant don't like Jordan. Pippen don't like Jordan. Zach House can't stand Jordan. No. Like no matter what team Jordan played for and who he played with, nobody don't like Jordan, but they respected Jordan because he got shit done on the court. What up, Polo, man? That's what people need to understand. Jordan was never a person that was well liked, but he got shit done on the court. Just like Kobe, he was never well liked. Everybody loved Kobe, he had teammates that didn't like him that much. He wasn't well liked on the court, but you had to respect Kobe because Kobe got shit done on the court. Like you weren't like Pippen. I don't understand. You knew Jordan wasn't a good person. You knew Jordan was an asshole, but you still kept playing with his ass. You still kept going out there with him. What up, Polo?
Brother Lou, I see you up in here ranting, bro.
I don't get Pippen, man. Like,
Hey, and listen, Lou, you got the right out of anybody because you a true Bulls fan, not just a Jordan fan. And then once Jordan left, then or Pippen left, then you a true Bulls fan. So you deserve to go off about this. And I was
I'm
kind,
like,
I was
you had all that time to leave Jordan when you was in your prime, but you chose to stay. You chose to do that. If you didn't like that, if you didn't like Jordan's ass in the first place, which nobody never did like Jordan, because everybody knew what kind of person Jordan really was.
right.
But people wanted to play with Jordan because they knew what he can do on that court. They knew they can get the best. Like, and Jordan would come at their ass, they would get the best out of their play. Because Jordan expected them to play harder just like him.
That's facts.
Like Pippen, like Pippen wasn't happy. He had a chance to leave at 89, 90 in for the 98 season, but he chose to stay.
Right.
Like, don't blame Jordan because your life ain't go well at the very end. Shit. Don't blame Jordan because your wife is stepping out on you and sleeping with all different type of men.
Yeah. Well, I mean, see, but I mean that's just her being a hoe, Lou. You know, that's just larger being a thought. You know what I'm saying? And he probably was. Yeah. Now I'm not saying he was innocent or didn't do anything when he was playing in the NBA and everything. But you know, probably he was trying to, be better as a man after he had retired or when he was getting close to retirement because you got to think about it, man. Them guys are away from the house through a decade or more. Traveling 6 to 7 months out of the year, barely home and stuff. I mean, come on, man. You automatically know that
When
there's
you
going to
get
be
married
some
to a pro
distance.
athlete, you know they're gonna be on the road all the time. I don't know what like what the issue was. What you wasn't getting enough attention. He was out here making the money just so you can live the lifestyle you wanted to live. And you have an issue with that? Like he didn't pay enough attention to me, so I gotta find somebody who paid more attention to me. And
Well, I mean, there was no excuse for it regardless. But like you're right, you know what you signed up for and everything. But at the same token, man, Lou, you got to realize that we are all human beings, and but when you're dealing with creatures such as females, they are emotional creatures, and sometimes they they're very women have a hard time holding in their emotions, you know what I'm saying? And when you talk about something like uh, affection emotions or intimacy emotions or sexual emotions, man, it's something that we can all sit up here and say that they can fight it, but after a while they can't. And it's just like a man. So I know some people are like, well, what does that mean? But you got to think about it. When a man sees a desirable woman on the road and he's lonely or something like that, 9 times out of 10, he's gonna go after what he wants. That's just, and unless he really has self discipline. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of them guys that are on the road don't have self discipline. And you got to think about it. Scottie Pippen was once young too. Scottie Pippen hasn't always been old, Lou. Scottie Pippen was 20 something, 30 something at one time, at 18 at one time.
all I'm saying is, if you got issue with Jordan, talk to the man. You have his number. You know where he lives at. You know what team he's on. You know where he be at.
But see, Lou, there's something where I draw the line at. See, he didn't want to give him no condolences to when like Lou. Okay, if like remember, see, you probably don't expect me to remember something like this, but I do remember it because I do talk to you and we do conversate and everything. I'm gonna be like, Lou, hey, how's your health? How's your cholesterol doing? Hey, Lou, are you okay? You know what I'm saying, with the hospital stuff like that. I'm not gonna sit here and be fake. If I see you in the chat or something like that, or if I see you in person or something, I'll be like, hey, Lou, what's up? How you doing? Or something like that. It's the same token of respect. If you're sitting there going to battle with somebody, look, you might not like him, but I'm gonna be like, I just lost my father in a brutal way. This guy was laid up in the swamp, You know what I'm saying? Dead, the vicious killing or whatever. And him not saying, "Oh yeah, well, my condolences." That's kind of a slap in the face because it's like, okay, well, dang, you wanted something bad like that to happen to me.
Nobody on that team said anything to Jordan. Like, did you hear any report about? Oh, we started with Jordan before he got lost. No, because none of no guys couldn't stand Jordan. So
So nobody gave Jordan any condolences. That's
look
what
at
you're saying.
all those old reports back in the day, Polo. I know they got to be on YouTube. I just can't remember one guy saying when we start with Jordan's lost,
I,
nothing like that.
I mean, maybe not in public. I know he didn't show up to the funeral,
Right.
right?
If that was my teammate and he know he lost his father, I'll be there at that funeral. Cause
Right.
well, cause I remember I was in high school. My baseball coach passed away. I wanted
Uh-huh.
to go to the funeral, but I didn't know where it was at. Cause I was thinking about him. Cause I met him and his son. His son was like 14 years old when his father passed away.
Right.
I wanted to be there to support him. The whole team, matter of fact, the whole team wanted to go to the funeral.
But they didn't make it though.
We didn't know where it was at.
How come? What they didn't tell y'all where it was?
No, with like the time we found out what day the funeral was on, he was already laid to rest.
Dang.
Like plus it was we was in high school. It was during the school day.
Hmm.
And my parents like real strict about the grades and all that. Like you ain't no, you ain't.
Hmm. That's crazy.
Like he was only like 48 when he passed.
Oh man, that's young.
They said he died of a seizure.
What? Dang, that's crazy.
Like Pippen feel like Jordan didn't have his back the whole time they played together.
Mm.
Jordan told you not to sign that deal. Jordan had told you don't trade him because if you do, you can get rid of me too. Jordan did that,
Right.
and Pippen. If you were jealous of Jordan getting all commercials, all the Jordan deals, all that love and all that, you should have said something. Yeah, people act like we didn't love Scottie Pippen. We love Scottie Pippen what he did on that court. We love Scottie Pippen because we knew what type of player he really was.
Let me ask you something, Lou. And this, I'm gonna put your feet to the fire. Who did you enjoy watching more, Jordan or Pippen? And just be honest, man.
Be honest with you, I enjoyed watching that whole team.
There you go, man. There you already tap dancing.
No. I'm just thinking about it, Polo. When
Uh,
you when you watching a whole team play together in
yeah,
motion,
I
like
know
they
what you mean.
playing in rhythm. Like I remember the best game I have ever seen that whole team play was against the Indiana Pacers.
Hmm.
It was on NBC.
Hmm.
Everybody's a tribute. It was the '92 team. It
Right,
said NBC do play of the game. They said the whole Bulls team is play of the game because
right,
everybody. Because remember, they used to play in rhythm as a team. when they wasn't playing in rhythm, that's when they lost.
Right.
But I did enjoy watching Pippen when he played lockdown defense on somebody. I enjoyed watching Jordan when he used to go off for like 25 to 30 points in a quarter.
Right. Right. And see, the reason why I asked you that, Lou, is because surprisingly, man, there were a lot of people that enjoyed watching uh, Pippen more than they enjoyed watching Jordan because for a while, I don't know if you heard my stream, but see, there was a guy, man, I grew up with, and he was a Jordan fanatic, man, just like a lot, like 90% of the people that you met, and when he retired, dog, this dude was all on Pippen. Like he was like cause hey Lou, when I asked him, I said, well, what's what happened to Jordan? You know what he said out of his mouth? He said, man, fuck Jordan. It's all about Pippen now. Like he said that like out of his mouth and everything. He said Pippen can do this, Pippen can do that. Pippen does this better than Jordan. Da 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 da. He like, nah, I'm rocking with Pippen. He was even buying. You remember what them flights that Pippen came out with? He even bought his shoes.
Like I said, Pippen had a whole lot of love back in the day. Like he don't see that.
Yeah. There was a lot of people that enjoyed the way Pippen played and stuff. But man, this is like you said, Lou. This is something that this is controversy that's gonna sell the book, right? And he gonna sell a lot of it. He gonna sell a lot of he gonna do well. His book gonna sell well and everything. And then guess what? There's gonna be reports that these guys are made up. They cool again. They probably gonna be sitting courtside somewhere, some shit. Man, I can guarantee you that's gonna happen. What you think?
You remember how Shaq and Kobe had to sit down face to face?
Yeah, yeah. And Magic and Isaiah, right?
Yeah.
hmm
You ain't gonna never see it from Jordan and Pippen.
You don't think so, man?
Remember when Jordan cut you off, he cut you off. Remember what he
Yeah,
did to
he
Paul?
does.
Like I keep telling people, Jordan wasn't well liked, but he was respected on that court because he knew what he can do.
Right.
Jordan didn't come there to be a bit, but he came there to win because he was the most competitive man that ever played the game of basketball.
Right.
Like when you play with somebody and you know you got to be an asshole just to get shit done. Nobody ain't gonna love your ass. Nobody ain't gonna like your ass. Shoot, you think people love playing? You think people love Kevin Durant's ass? No, they hate him. You got to be the villain just to get shit done sometimes when you play pro basketball.
Yeah. But
Look
see
at LeBron. Not everybody loves LeBron. Not everybody loves LeBron. Like
yeah.
imagine, like look at the situation in Boston right now. You got
Yeah.
you got Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum.
hmm
Imagine if Brown only played defense and played point forward like Pippen, and Tatum was taking all the shots. I'm pretty sure a couple years will go by and Brown will be probably doing the same shit Pippen doing right now.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
look at Like, look at what's in Philadelphia right now with Ben Simmons and Joe Embiid.
Mm-hmm.
It's never. It's hard to have two apples on the team.
Right.
So
Not,
Pippen needs to get over it. I know you. I know you trying to sell book. You're trying to get money because you're probably desperate for money right now. But so
you know what, man? I don't think I don't think he's hurting for money like that. But I think that he wants, he wants more recognition. He wants more recognition and relevance. That's what this really all boils down to. He wants more recognition for what he did. He feels like he's not getting it or whatever, and like, oh,
man,
Will,
you're on the top 75 all time players. You won 6 championships. You won several.
yeah,
What more?
but see, it's motherfuckers, Lou, like Skip Bayless, that sit up there and say the shit that they say, like, oh yeah, well, you rode Jordan's coattail, and uh, you were the Robin, and that doesn't sit in with him well. He felt like he was superior, or if not better than Jordan. Now you had an opportunity to prove that, what I'm saying, once he left. But when the tough, hey Lou, you remember when shit got tough? What is he doing? He was pointing to that air. Hey, he was wearing his shoes. He was wearing his shoes.
Scotty, there's no Kawhi Leonard without you. You're the first point forward to get shit done in the NBA. If it wasn't for you, there's no Kawhi, there's no Paul George, there's no Carmelo Anthony, there's no
LeBron
um.
James.
They basically model their game after you, Scotty. They want to be a point forward just like you. If it wasn't for you, there's no point forward in the NBA. No triangle offense. You was
Grant
the
Hill.
yeah, Jordan did get all the glory, but people recognize what type of play recognize you as the one of the great players of that time. If you think we don't respect you, all the fans respect you, Scotty. You need to understand that.
Yeah.
You need to stop listening to people who don't got your best interest in heart.
Oh, you think that's what it is? You think he's sitting up in there going by what everybody say?
Basically, think about it. You sat down there, you signed that waiver, you sat in that chair and did the last dance. You should have told them no. You should have told them don't use that against me and my family. You had that opportunity, but you did that. You sat down there, talked about your father, and talked about your brother, talked about your mother, talked about your whole family in Arkansas. You did that. You probably even saw a video before it came out. So I don't. Oh boy, like like I said, man, like if you got issue, you need to talk to Jordan, the producers of The Last Dance, the people who got you, who set you in that chair, and
Like,
talk to some of your teammates. Even talk to Phil Jackson because you called him a racist because he did not let you have the last shot in a game.
and you know what, Lou? I'm gonna be real with you, man. I thought that you was gonna be more so on Pippen's side than you were Jordan's side, because I remember when talking to you a while back. This is when when we first started going to live and stuff, man. And I was like, you remember you said, yeah, you said you were a Bulls fan, and I was like, nah, man, you all about Jordan and everything, and that's when I think you came with a video and you had to let it be known, like, look, I'm all about the team. You know what I'm saying? Luke said, hey, look, I'm all about the team, man. It's not just one person. So I had said in my mind, I said, okay, well, maybe he signed with Pippen the way that he feels and everything like that. But man,
I'm not picking sides, Polo. I'm just speaking facts about the situation that's been going it went on all those years.
right,
I ain't gonna pick nobody's side. Jordan was wrong on one side and Pippen was wrong on one side. But you knew when you played with Jordan, he wasn't gonna be buddy buddy with you. He gonna be an asshole because that's the way he was.
right.
And I'm like this with the whole Phil Jackson situation. If Phil Jackson was a big and a big time racist, he would not have had a job in the NBA. Nobody would not have played for him. Owners would not hire him. He would have been done.
I don't know, Lou, because I just came out, with the stream about Robert Sarver, um, the Phoenix Suns owner, man, and owners is racist, and he's been working in the NBA for 17 years, man.
Is there a paper? Is there paper email on Phil Jackson? Because people has been like several guys have been around Phil Jackson for years. Several guys that talked to Phil Jackson behind closed scenes. So if somebody gonna come out with somebody gonna say something that Phil Jackson is a big time racist, they would have said something right now. Because you know how people are, and you know what type of world we're living
But
in right now, Polo.
yeah, I mean, I get where you're coming from, but this is the thing. Okay, he came out with that book, and he he said a lot in that book in reference to African American players, man, in reference to Kobe.
Yeah, and Kobe still played for his ass too after he came out with that damn book.
So I mean that's a good point.
And
So
because Kobe knew, even though I can't stand this dude, he's a good coach. He's gonna help me win, and that's what he did. He helped Kobe get 2 more titles.
dude,
People need to understand Kobe put up with a
you
lot
going
of
live
bull.
later, man?
Yeah,
Okay, for the games.
I don't know. It's a weak ass game night. The coach worked the Jets, man. But
Yeah. Hey, and hey, look, don't try to ease your way out of it, man. You like how we came. You like how y'all try to get back in it, man, but we had to put y'all away.
yeah, we're missing a piece.
Shoot, we missing two pieces.
Now we like I was mad at the Vucevic. He like I thought he needed to start the dribbling. Like right now, Alonzo Ball is not.
Yeah, he only had 4 points.
He had
Wasn't that
12.
like 4 points?
He had
But he had
12.
10 rebounds or something like that.
It's just I know I know DeRozan and your boy playing good right now, but we need some more help.
Who, Levine? Yeah.
Like we need like a third guy who can just get buckets like that too. And Vucevic not doing his job. Like people, like I was talking to other Wolves fans during the game, they were pissed off about Vucevic. They said Vucevic is, and MB had 18 points. He was like, what if MB
He
was,
had 18?
yeah,
Oh, I thought he only had like 4. I'm getting mixed up with somebody.
If Embiid was 100%, he would have dominated Vucevic from start to finish.
Yeah,
And
but he didn't play. Listen, I know Embiid had 18, but he didn't start coming on. He last play of the game.
really,
That's
y'all
when
won
it
that game
really.
because of Curry last night.
Well, yeah, but it was also the defensive play of Embiid in the end, and Thibault. Thibault was locking up Levine in the first half.
I remember too. Ross said a couple of days ago they need to add DeMarcus Cousins to that team.
No.
Hey, I agree with him.
But wait, I mean, I don't know. That's a that's a huge risk, man.
Hey, he may not be the same cousin he used to be, but he can still do a little something out there.
Shoot, more than Vucevic.
He's not afraid to go. He ain't afraid to like go at and be in his face. He's not afraid to like be a, basically pimp slapped by Embiid.
Man, hey Lou, I gotta go though, bro. Hey, man, when you go live, man, I'm gonna check back in, bro. I gotta go right now, though, bro.
All right, man.
All right.
All right, I'm about to end this anyway. Like, but I want to thank Polo for coming by, and I just want to say, Scotty, let it go, man. Let it go. Like I said, if you got a problem issue with Jordan to anybody else, talk to them face to face like a man. That's all you gotta do, bruh. So other than that, hit that like button, hit the share button. Everybody else, thanks for coming back supporting me so far, and I do another live probably late tonight or tomorrow. Other than that, peace.